Hey there folks, Mark Johnson, tech-snobs.com. I'm going to be doing a full review on the Droid, Motorola Droid Razr Maxx HD. Been using this, for a good couple weeks now. I'm really impressed, and I'm really impressed for a few reasons. The main thing is, of course, the battery life. It still has the best battery life. I will say, though, the Galaxy Note 2 does really... it's pretty much right up there with it. But just kind of the reality of this thing is if you're looking for a phone that has, the best battery life, or you want something to last you through the day, I've gotten on a couple occasions almost 2 days, more than 2 days of a battery life on it. And it's kind of crazy. One day, 19 hours. I still had 25% left. Let's see where I'm at now. I go into... battery, yeah, on this 2 days and 22 hours. For obviously I hadn't been using this is my main phone the past few days, but the fact that even the standby time is like that and it's just still rolling, it really says a lot about the device. About the device itself, the display is nice. It is 720p. When I think about last year's Razr, it was thin. One of the downfalls was the battery life wasn't all that great. And with this one, I think it gets the whole package together. You got a nice screen, you got fast processor. It's a dual core, but for the it does everything I've tried to do, and I haven't seen it necessarily do anything major hiccups. I'm gonna go ahead and run the quadrant standard benchmark on it. I want to say when I was running it, I was getting around speeds of like what the HTC One X would get. I think it's around maybe 4,000 or 5,000. But while that's running, more things about the device. I mean, of course, you got your volume rocker there and your power buttons. The quality of the phone, the materials used is just overall is very nice. I mean, it's got some heft to it, but it's not, it fits in your hand well, and it's got enough, juice and overall features just to kind of make a very nice overall package. Even on the bottom, it's got little screws and so forth, kind of just holding a nice phone together. So definitely like what Motorola has done. On-screen buttons on this one, no capacitive buttons, so everything is just based on the screen. Also some other things, of course, is 4G LTE on Verizon. I don't believe this one's unlocked. I didn't try that. Some of the newer phones are. So here's the quadrant standard. Yeah, so this one, just above the HTC One X. I don't know if I can get that on camera here. But yeah, nonetheless, it's 49.13 on quadrant standard. So, that is what it is. I mean, but for the most part, fast enough. And honestly, the OS, it's a lot like stock Android, but there are some things about it that, that Motorola's tweaked. And I think I covered this before, especially like on some of the other Motorola devices that came out this year, such as the Atrix HD and the Droid Razr HD, Razr M, excuse me. And those are really the same kind of OS which is on this. It's really nothing, it's got this little spindle widget with the weather and the battery. So really not a lot has changed if you've seen either of those phones. I mean, I think what really stands out on this mainly is you're on Verizon. You do have the 3,300 milliamp hour battery, which is still the biggest battery you can get in any phone today. And all that rounds out to be $299. And that's kind of like, the price is, I think it's still high. I mean, when you look at this and the Note 2 is at that price now. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see this have a price drop soon. And I say that because, yeah, this has a bigger battery than the Note 2, but Note 2 has a 3,100 milliamp hour battery. So it's kind of like, you get way more features on the Note 2 with the screen and the S Pen and some, other features on it that you do not get here. But you do get the Motorola Smart Actions. And they had this last year with some of their phones. And it's pretty cool, it detects where you're at. When you get home, it will put your phone on vibrate. It does stuff based on GPS and certain notifications, time frames, all kinds of cool things. It's definitely one of those things where, it's not something everybody would use, but, some people will find a benefit in using it. But other than that, like I said, it's a Motorola. If you like Motorola products, you'll probably like this. You do got an HDMI port. You can plug it in and so forth. So I can recommend it only, but I'm not going to recommend it currently based on the price. I mean, I can recommend it probably at $199. They just dropped the Droid Razr M to $49. So if they got this to maybe around $149 or maybe because even $200 is kind of like, there's still some other products out there that kind of make this a tough sell. Especially if your Galaxy S3 is still selling, I've seen that for $100. So I think $149 to $199 Maxx. This is a great deal. And honestly, if you're in it for the battery alone, if you just need something that's gonna last all day, nothing still beats this. So more coverage at tech-snobs.com. Be sure to check me out on Twitter, also on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Take care.